bro, we used to be nervous. Like, everybody was nervous to lose their eligibility. People came at me with stuff every once in a while. No way. that pair of shoes ain't worth this. Welcome to season 2 of Iman Amongst Men, the show that takes an honest look at what it is to be a man in today's world.
We don't shy away from topics most people are too afraid to talk about. We gonna take it all the way there.
It's season 2, y'all. Let's get it. Welcome to Iman Amongst Men, presented to you by UNINTERRUPTED. I'm Iman Shumper here with my big brother Ari. Ari, gonna give it what up to the people.
What's going on, people? Today, we got another special guest.
My boy.
We're joined by 2023 NBA draft prospect, Amari Bailey. Welcome to the show,
Give me
man.
a small applause. What's up?
He used to it, though. You can tell.
See, I got that crowd sound for you. You see how that we faded out too real smooth.
Real smooth.
Welcome to the show, my dog.
Man, I appreciate y'all having me.
That's the theme of today's episode, manifesting your destiny. At what age did you feel like, you know what, I can get in the NBA?
Probably when I was like 4. Really. Just locking in. You know, I'll be at the junior NBA over there at Quest, and I'll just envision myself being on the team, no matter like what route it took to get there. Just knowing that if I stay pure and just stay with good intentions, that it can happen.
Feel it. Shoot for the moon. Land on the stars type of vibe. For real though, it's I share that with you. When I was 4, when it became difficult to beat them, but I'm seeing like Michael Jordan and pull up with the Corvettes. I'm knowing y'all mama good, everybody good from just playing this game. I'm like, all right, my mind's set on it. I don't think I actually thought I was gonna go until like, cause you tell yourself like, man, I'm going to the NBA. That's what like spearhead the whole dream, right?
Right.
But it ain't clicked for me till I was like, when he didn't, Supo didn't show up for that tournament. And we went down to Braun tournament in Ohio. Dad drove me down there, and then he didn't. It ain't that he didn't show up. He broke his nose and didn't play because of the mask or some shit. Like something didn't go good with the mask and shit. And that's when I bust their ass, and they had like everybody was top 10 in that. Right. I was unranked. I'm there, I bust everybody ass. They said, you 15th in the country. I said, we gone. we going over there. Like that's how I felt when I first did. But having it at 4, having that in your mind, like, did you ever feel like, cause I read that you got cut from a team before?
Yeah.
Does that discourage a dream or just turn you into an animal?
No, I think you should embrace that. Really. Because not everything's gonna go exactly how you want it to go, but it goes like in the divine timing as it should though. Like, you know, so I was supposed to get cut. That only propelled me to just take my game to higher levels, you know.
Did you ever talk to that coach and understand why you got cut? I seen you since you was a shorty. I'm not seeing where you get cut.
No, for sure. He was like, I guess he said that like it was more so like body language, if I remember it well, and really just working on that because I think people like have misconceptions or can think that like I can be so dialed in and locked in that you won't think that I'm enjoying myself, but that's the whole point of me.
Real talk.
Really enjoying it and locking in. So I feel like that'll be like a misconception with me, like that's gone on like with my career, but I'm really just locked in and just getting lost in the moment. Word. And I feel like sometimes that can mean like I'm not having fun, but I don't necessarily agree.
Or I feel like that's I feel that 100% too, because I've gotten that at times that it's like, you know, you gotta be nicer, or you gotta present
you gotta
things.
Smile more. Like, look like you're having fun. Like I'm really enjoying myself. Like just
it with the mean face. Like for real. Like I need 48 minutes to hate the other side. Like I enjoy that.
Yeah, like
real talk.
Yeah,
and it be like that. Sometimes it's an intensity. Sometimes it's he said something I don't like, but me enjoying it is being in that moment. I like the way you described it. Just so I understand.
Because I wouldn't be able to put that into words. I would just be getting
He was
upset.
definitely on the court getting over passionate, but it's like
No, but it was that same thing. Like I had a lot of coaches be like, man, like you can't be out there like frowning, like you can't be out there looking like you want to, be upset about what's going on. Or some of them look like, man, we up. Like why you looking like that? And it's like, man, it ain't over. And like I'm the nigga who don't want to shake hands at the end of the game and all of that. So I get that where it's like, that alone can affect your placement on the team and whether they want to pick you or not.
In those moments, you ever had problems with your teammates? Or is it mostly usually just I feel like that's the main reflection of it.
Yeah, no, like I never really had problems with any of my teammates. I mean, I don't care what it is. Like if you want to get to it, we can. But more so, just holding everyone accountable. I would like to be held accountable.
It's like a brotherly thing.
Like, it's a brotherly thing. Even with the coaches, we're on the same team. Straight up. Like we're trying to beat the other team. We don't need to be kumbaya and like none of that. You know what I'm saying?
Like, it should mean a lot to everybody, and it sometimes that does get lost in the sauce. It's like a coach will take it as you trying to challenge him or question his authority, and it's I'm out here and I'm in it,
wired.
Coach. I'm in it. I said it crazy. I snapped at you, but it's because he just did an in and out, and you know what I'm saying? I'm in it. I'm in it. Like I'm lit. Like don't do me like that when I'm lit. Like I know that feeling. So that's that. How did you clean that up? When you say you improved that, what's the process? Because there's a lot of players.
Where do you even start?
Where do you start with that? When you tell yourself, man, how do I fix this and still have that give a fuck about the game?
I think really to get a full understanding of like where you are, you have to put yourself in other people's shoes. And I felt victim to just I'm doing my workouts, I go hard. Like people think I don't care about basketball, but I'm in the gym. Maybe at 2 a.m, people say I should get rest, but I just feel like this is like what I want to do, So putting myself in other people's shoes and how things like how I am, I might just be on I'm just chilling. Like people may think I'm nonchalant, but that could be perceived as if I don't care or if I'm blowing you off. So really just being more vocal. I feel like I'm more so of an anomaly. So like if I don't talk, it leaves room for assumption. So just being vocal and vocalizing, and just being that example every day, and just taking criticism, really.
Yeah, word. That's dope. I wouldn't, like he said, I'm in agreement with him. I wouldn't know where to start. I played the same way, brother. Like it was hard. I got into it with coaches. Now, I think down the line, coaches just get to know you. Yeah, and they start to be like, you know what? Let him be like. Coach Woodson used to come.
Oh, that's just him.
Yeah, he used to be like, he a madman. Like he in his madman moment. Like let him rock. Let him rock for a little bit. Everybody, like y'all new to the team. That's what he do. He'll be all right. Give him 2 minutes. Right. He'll be all right. Give him some water. Like and it get there. But I don't think I ever was able to be in anybody else's shoe. I'm commending you for it because I don't think I ever stepped back to think about it like that. Like it seems like I'm blown. I'm like, bro, I don't care what you think,
especially at a young age.
Like you get like that where you like, bro, don't attack what I had to do to get here. Like this 100%. Is how I got here. Like don't attack me because of how. If I'm telling you, no, I'm good. Like if when you ask me and I give you eye contact, like no, I'm good. Like oh, I thought you.
No,
I
like
just said I'm good.
That's exactly where I go. That's exactly how I go.
Oh, bro, that's all I'm saying.
It's either that or you gonna be like, man, like what you want me out here for?
Yeah, like what are we playing ball or like what we doing? Like I'm ready.
No,
like,
but that's
when you need me, I'm there.
That's dope too that he discovered that at a young age.
Yeah, because not a lot of people get to do that.
And that can ruin like your trajectory, especially if you're good at a young age. That could ruin how people perceive you and whether they want you to play with them or not. So that's important.
I mean, 100%. I just feel like, like even like with teams or like you may think I'm a diva or like I really just want to win. Like I don't care about hooping, bro. I don't care about none of that other shit.
Hey, the diva stuff, dog. Don't worry about that. Just keep hooping. Don't worry about that.
It's subjective because you can say that about anybody.
It's cool
for anything.
Hey man, he a Chicago kid, so we can get that. I don't even like the diva stuff around us, dog. It's like don't do us like that. Just all right, y'all got it. Just take us out that little lane and you good. Like we straight.
Anything
matter of fact,
else.
Yeah, exactly. Matter of fact, how was it growing up in Chicago? What we doing? How do you take that? Yeah, when you fly to LA, what are you taking with you from Chicago?
Taking with me probably my Scottie Pippen I think Mitchell and Ness. I got a Scottie Pippen, Mitchell and Ness. I take that. And then I touch down and get some white ones. I feel like that's essential.
G Fazos gotta come with
gotta
it.
get the Fazos.
For sure. Like when you talk about growing up in Chicago, what do you feel like that instilled in you?
Really just heart. I feel like just growing up in Chicago or any like surrounding area, really you'll I feel like it's just a bunch of crabs in a bucket, but dog eat dog. Like it teaches you like how to move. Like other people's mistakes will help mold you. Life experiences outside of just a ball. I mean, the ball is just 10% of life. This propels us for like greater things.
Straight up,
you know.
Straight up.
I mean, I've just seen so much living in the city, and being like adaptable, knowing that I could go to Foster Park, go be at Robert Taylor, and then I'm out here now. Like it just helped me adapt and know how to deal with different audiences and crowds. You know,
Real talk.
So-
I gotta imagine there's nothing out here like this. I've been in some gyms in Chicago. You play on the road, it's an uncomfortable game. Like it's, like people.
Well, if you're
are
not
like,
from there.
Well, I'm just. Well, I mean, even if you from there, it's just a game where it just seems like a lot of pressure because it's standing room only. The gym's small. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Mox
not the
still got
greatest
their
venue.
winter coat on. It's a big cloud of smoke coming through. We in the city. Everybody care about this game, and a couple of my teammates scared.
facts. Everyone's arms distance like
Real
this
talk.
can all touch you.
You shoot a
or whatever
layup,
time.
they in the crowd push you off them. Like it's like you get in these environments, and then you get somewhere like LA. When I watch a lot of the LA games, I'm like, bro, they playing damn near like the pros.
Yes.
I'm like, that's gotta be so nice. Like, I'm like, bro, they got room, they got nicer gyms. I'm like, they just, I don't know if they just care more about they hoops and their gymnasiums or whatever, but I'm like, the environment had
It's
to be a
different.
smooth, it had to be a
it's
smooth
different.
transition from a kid from Chicago. Do you ever feel like you was a sore thumb out here?
Sore thumb in what way?
Just like, you know what I mean? You like, I play this way and y'all play that way, and now I gotta merge my
stick out.
game over
Yeah,
here.
you
Yeah, I gotta
stick out.
merge my game over here when y'all should be merging. Y'all should over here with me.
Yeah. So when I first my freshman year, it was what we were talking about earlier. More so just like calm down, like everything's like gonna be all right. And it's just I know.
He was a problem in practice. Sort of like
that
you.
was me.
Sort of
Like in practice, like I'm trying you. Like I really just want to see what's to everyone.
Competition, yeah.
I mean, even like coaches included, like look, you're not talking to me enough. Like
Right,
what I gotta
right.
do? Type
Right,
of
that
thing.
concept.
You think I'm
That
crazy,
press.
but that's cool. Like
Yeah, it's like, I want to win.
yeah, that's it.
I want to get the most out of myself too.
Yeah, but that's
it
an
was like-
aggressive approach.
It was like more so like be easy, like everything. Like I don't know, like try to like want you to subject to like who other people are. Like you need to fall into like this placement of guys, and then
How do you feel like y'all ended up creating that common ground of how the style of play y'all was gonna go after? Like if it was like a two, like 'cause you know how I don't know how, 'cause you played up to 8th grade at the crib.
yeah.
So y'all did a lot of pressing, I'm sure. Ball go through the net, we standing over the ball. Like how do you, is it like you get out here and they're like, no, we gonna do more of a man-to-man thing, and it's like an adjustment for you? That's what I meant.
Oh, I mean, yeah, we weren't pressing at all. It turned into
See what I'm saying? So it make you
like
look thirsty.
Yeah, like it turned into like straight practice. Like what I know is after the ball's laid up, shot, whatever, you don't get the rebound, you're right there on defense.
Straight
like
up.
94. Like
Yeah.
no excuses, or you're not gonna play.
Exactly. Chicago basketball,
You're not gonna
LRG.
play.
You heard it. That's Chicago basketball. It ain't just me. Soon as it go through the net, now it's time. Now.
Yes.
The time is now.
The time is now.
Straight up. We not doing that comfortable, walk it up, because that's not our life.
No.
I really feel like that's what it come from, which is why we brought up Chicago so quick, bro.
No, like Steve Kerr said, like couldn't have said it any better. Like you can look at each player and like they play basketball how they live their life.
Straight up.
Like and
Straight up.
I don't think there's anything like
The
he's
Chicago.
lying about. Yeah.
Like I like that, and I like that we all kind of blend into a category.
Yeah.
It's like it's gonna be aggressive. It's gonna be gritty. We don't really care for the extra foul. Like we're not like, you want to foul us as long as the ref don't call it on both sides. Cool.
I feel like with
I love
Chicago,
that.
I feel like Chicago games like that, every variable like that you're naming, it's all acceptable.
Yes.
Like
we're cool with every version.
But it's not that we cool with it. Like you could disagree with it, but it's just like there's a whole nother group over here that's think it's all right. So it's almost like either way it's gonna be a fight, but it's like we still gonna go home. Like everybody's still gonna get out of here. But at the same time, I don't know. It's super intense, and
I got a question.
It's what?
I got a question for him because he's now got both sides. He's got L.A. and Chicago. What's the better style? Because you've gotten to play in both. And you've gotten to grow with the exposure out here, and we can't act like you ain't make a huge jump out here, boy.
Yeah, I can't even dismiss that.
You made a hell of a like your game grew up like out here. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like when you think about LA style, Chicago style, like if you had to, like if you could go back. Cause you already good now. I don't want it to feel like a regret. But it's like, do you feel like you could have done the same thing in Chicago in that style, or do you feel like you had to be in the LA style? Like, what's better?
I really feel like I gained from both. Just the play style in Chicago, where it gives you the feeling like your back is against the wall every game, every environment that you go into. It doesn't matter what the level of competition is. It can be someone that comes off the bench that'll be giving you hell.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? That's at like Bogan somewhere.
They just trying to make it tough.
Yeah, just trying to make it tough for you. So, I mean, that feeling of having your back against the wall, that's when I play my best basketball personally. You know?
No, for real.
Like, so.
Draymond Green said that. He said he can't play in bad game. Like, if it's a game that's just comfortable, it's slow, it's not intense, he said he can't play well. If it's a blowout, he can't play well. So it's like, we definitely understand what you're saying, where it's like that feeling, well, what they say, like you don't, what they say, like you don't care if you don't get nervous type of feeling. You know what I'm saying? Like that fight or flight feeling, like the fight or flight feeling has to happen. Like you got to feel like, gee, it's a war. Like, and I got to bring it out.
It's with him probably, and with you as well, it's probably more reactive.
Yes.
Like, yeah. It's almost like, man, like I need to gauge the game real quick, and then I'm gonna see how I'm
to
gonna
attack
go.
it.
How I'm gonna bring the intensity. But
who got the more competitive hoopers?
Chicago.
And we talk that's
Chicago. You ain't got to finish the question.
Hey man, you see, it's not just me. It's just not just me, dog. Like, all right. Next, we'll get to the next. To playing at Sierra Canyon and playing with, Bron's sons. Talk about that. Talk about what it's like for you to experience sidelines like that, first of all, at a high school game. You know what I'm saying? With the amount of people y'all got at y'all games, the people that are now coming from everywhere, really, that's just like, man, I want to check them out. They right here. Like, they all right here. Like, what's that like, that experience, period?
Man, it was such a surreal feeling. More so just seeing everyone, seeing the crowd that would come out and just giving them a show. Yeah. Really, I feel like I worked for these moments and deserved to be there. So it was really, I don't know. Like while I was in the moment, it didn't really hit me. Like now that we talk about it, like it really hits me. Like everything.
That was your high school.
Yeah, no.
That was your high school, bro.
No, I know it's insane, and like just it being a reality is.
It was grown ass people going to y'all games.
Grown.
Like, it had nothing to do with the players in the crowd. You had nothing to do with players on either side. Nothing. You're just showing up for a high school game that you know is lit. Like, I couldn't believe some of the people that was going out that way.
And it's being followed. Like, that's how do you deal with that? Like, just dealing with life and being, in high school playing. Like, how do you deal with cameras and everybody following you and making sure?
Just to give you some perspective, when I was playing, like,
had none of this.
He gave a fuck. My daddy gave a fuck. Everybody at the game gave a fuck. If you read the paper the next day, you cared. But
the area gives a fuck.
Yeah, like y'all is live time.
Yeah,
like
nationwide.
I'm looking at Steph. I'm checking y'all stuff, but you kind of know. So it's like we looking at this from a totally different. Like, I don't know how you dealt with these pressures.
Yeah,
I think more so just like staying pure in like who I am. Never forgetting, like, no matter like what is like come with just like hooping and just life in general, not ever losing myself. Like just remain solid and 10 toes. and knowing what works for me and what doesn't work for me. Like if I didn't want the camera in my face, like I would politely ask, like, look, like, can I just have a minute? Yeah. You know, I feel like people, like, especially like now, like try to dehumanize like athletes and players in general as if they're not human beings first, and like just whatever profession they're in, because they've made it to a certain level that, again, that they're still not people. Like, we're not robots. Like, we go through things. I mean,
I don't know. Bron might be a robot.
Nah, Bron is crazy. Yeah. Bron is like,
if there's a robot out there,
he's probably the closest one.
You feel me? Yeah. He's the closest robot we got. But yeah,
that's unreal.
I promise everybody else got a heartbeat.
Yeah, like
no bullshit. Damn, that's crazy. I can't imagine, because that's and I know too that low key a lot of, because the younger generation, y'all grew up with all of it. So a lot of it is still second. It's like
it's
us.
New.
Yeah, it's not new for them though.
It is, but at the same time,
the reason that it's going this far.
They like the test dummies. That's why it's
they
just
not
like,
the test dummies though. They're the innovators. Like the TikTok creators.
But I'm just saying they doing it without any known experience. We don't have nothing to give to them.
It's a shock value to us.
Yeah,
like to us, we like, dog, I can't imagine a million people. When I was in high school, I can't imagine a million people wondering what I'm wearing.
Yeah.
Like, don't get me wrong. I was still going through, like, trying to figure out how clothes even look good on me.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't really know how to put it together.
Fashion was different back then,
Straight
too.
up.
Yeah.
I'm like, I can't imagine if Miles was like, man, his shoes broke as hell, but y'all don't know I'm broke as hell. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what you mean my shoes broke as hell? We get 2 pair a year. Like, and y'all take a picture, and because you dropped 35, a million people see it. You get what I'm saying? I'm like, they playing the next game like ain't nothing going on. I'm like, y'all playing like it's all just good. And I'm like, bro, it's commendable for real. Even to sit up here and talk to you right now, like, boy, give your mama a hug after this. Like, she got you right. Like, you get what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, it's a lot of minds that can't come up here and articulate it. You know what I'm saying? Don't really know how to feel about it. And you up here just like, nah, this come this way. I politely ask, like, you handling it, you know, real grown man. I told you, I'm gonna give y'all some fun fact, man. I was working out with this man, Joe. You had to be 7th grade. 7th grade, Joe. I come home, I'm finna do a workout, and they like, yeah, he gonna do the workout with you. Like, he want to work out with y'all. He want to get in there. I'm just like, damn, y'all intense about dude. Like, but I get now hearing you, I'm like, this is probably you telling them like, no, I'm in that.
Right.
I'm in that.
Nah,
like,
I need that.
They told me that you was like gonna be finishing up, and then I'm gonna go. So I'm low key thinking I'm finna catch like 15 minutes of you working out, whatever. But when we get there, he ready, like. Getting his stuff off, he working on his stuff. We start doing the workout, but everything we saying to the man like, you know what I'm saying, just locked in, like dead serious. Like, okay, next rep, he going at it. So I'm looking at this shit, and I'm imagining you like being like this dog and being able to speak clear and not worry about the pressures and say the stuff in Chicago that's helping you, dog. Like, I'm so happy for you right now. This shit is such a great moment. Hey, dog, this shit is such a great moment.
You made it now.
and he still got a lot of shit to do. I'm just saying, like, to know that he like this now. Like, you ahead of us. That's what I'm telling you.
I appreciate
you ahead of us, nigga. Like, we're trusting in you. Like, you're ahead of us. Like, we gonna be able to, like, I'm gonna come check out your shit. Like, don't worry. It's coming. Don't worry, it's coming. But I'm just like, as we go through this, it's like we got young listeners too that come on here, and they want to know somebody like in your position, like how they navigating and how they moving. So a lot of the stuff is a mindset, because at y'all age, I know you did the NIL deal. We'll get to that, and you know it's new ways to make money. But a lot of these kids are doing this. It's the dollar and the dream feeling. That you got to learn to navigate before you get to that. It's like you got to really have that.
Yeah, you can't not deal with it.
Straight up.
Yeah, nah, you can't act like it's not there. It's there.
Yeah, and it's cool to have somebody like you up here, because you gonna be the representation. Boy, you making me realize how old I am right now. Let's talk about it. How was it being raised by a single mother? How does that shape you as a man?
man, just growing up in the house with all women and like being raised by a single mother, I wouldn't have it any other way.
Or
Yeah.
he started cheesing right away, like, I'm taken care of. I'm good.
Nah, facts.
bro.
I mean, my mom's just been my superhero for me. I really just, I don't know how she does it. But I'm like forever grateful. I wouldn't even be here able to talk to you guys, articulate myself, just like the morals and how I move. Like a lot of that comes from somewhere. And like my mom like really helped instill that from me, in me. And yeah,
That's
like
real.
That's really been
You ever
that.
feel like it's a responsibility on you because you was with a single mom, like to do more? Like was you like a little man early?
Yeah.
I'm trying to get you outside. I want you
Man.
outside your jersey. Take your jersey off for a second. I want to know, was you a little man? Like I done been around the mama that's walking around with her son and the son mean mugging every dude that walk past. Is that you?
I wasn't mean mugging. I'll definitely give you a look though and just keep it pushing. I can't even.
I feel
can't
it though.
even lie.
Like
Yeah,
as
nah.
like I know I had a couple cousins. I got close friends that grew up with their mama, and a couple of them took this route. That's like I gotta handle the bills. Like she don't need no man. Like I'll handle the bills. Like
Right.
I gotta do this. I gotta do that. I gotta take this job early. And then you got the kid that's like, I want to be a kid forever and be up under my mama. That's why I was just asking, like, how does that?
Yeah, it's
shape
more
you?
so like, I don't know, my mom, like, she's a juggernaut. She made it to where, like, I didn't have to think about any of that. Like, that never entered my inner matrix.
Solid.
You know, like,
His
and I
inner
really,
matrix.
I really commend her for that,
That's what
bro.
I'm saying. She boy better get
Good job. Yeah, good job.
Get
Go on. I'm sorry.
the Matrix, you going
Right.
No, like, it never, like, was like a thought of mine. It was more so, she gave me, like, the platform to just do what I wanted to do, and she just helped me navigate that. Obviously, I'm 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I mean, even up until I was 18, like, she's asking me what I want to do. All right, let's like work to like make this happen, and she's done it every step of the way for me. So
That's
I mean, she's never let me down, and I'm just very like grateful to have her.
That's real.
Were there points during that process where you were just like, man, like I wish I was just a kid. Like I didn't need to work out. I didn't need to do X, Y, Z.
Nah, so like that was the fun though. Like
Yeah.
the fun is the working out. The fun is being uncomfortable. Like I learned like even like with this past year in college, the uncertainty and you not knowing what's next is like you need to find comfort in that. Like nothing else. I mean, we can all be comfortable sitting here talking right now, you know? So just like when you're like the most uncomfortable is when like I feel like you should just embrace everything that you have. Like that's when you show the most gratitude to like whatever you believe in,
Straight
you
up,
know?
right.
Like
Straight up.
you know, like just the people that are there like helping you like keep everything together when you want it to all fall apart. Like and just like, man, sometimes I'll be waking up like, man, fuck this, bro. Like I don't,
Right.
Straight up.
you know? And like my mom talking to me, keeping my head right. Just my people, like talking with my little sister, even playing around with her, like that just brings me joy and keeps me away from like any other BS, you know?
Yeah.
So
Real talk.
Yeah.
Sometimes a mental health day or whatever you got to do to make sure you remember the home base, so to
Yeah.
speak. Like, man, sometimes it just be a home cooked meal and not feeling like you wearing a jersey and shoes right now. Like,
it's nothing like that.
but it's definitely a feeling that we all get where you just been going all year. You transition to this and that, and you got this game, and not like let's talk about that. You got the All-American game, USA basketball, Sierra Canyon, now it's UCLA, like all these things. What's your favorite memory? Like, how do you like? Does that feel like SpongeBob yet? It don't.
Yeah, it's different.
Do that yet? Or
There's
or you
categories
just-
for him.
Yeah. What's your favorite part so far? If you had to pick one.
Probably when I was in like, I don't know. That's hard. Because I would say like maybe like 4th grade, like that year, really like I never forget. Like I think about that every day.
4th grade.
4th grade, I was going to Skinner West and I played on WACG. I ended up getting cut with them like the summer going into my 5th grade year.
Right.
That's when I took ball to like a totally different level. Like,
you was dead serious.
I was dead serious. Like, I thought I was locked in and loved ball, but then after that, like, I'm like, I never want this feeling again.
Man, he had the Michael Jordan story.
Like,
so you must have really it wasn't like you went in there and you was like, I know I might not make it. Like, you was like, man, I'm about to be on this.
You thought
like,
you was on it.
Yeah,
I thought I was on that. Like, that's what I was just trying to like put myself in like gyms where I'm not the best player. Why I wanted to get in the gym with you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I would go to UCLA
just so y'all
getting
know,
in with
man.
the runs. Like,
yeah, that's.
By the time dude came to the gym with us, man, it wasn't nobody cutting dude, man. That was way earlier. I ain't know him back when he got cut. I'm telling y'all now, when I seen him play, I pulled Phil aside, I pulled Q aside, everybody. I say, hey, man, where's this young man going? Am I here to try and convince him to go to Oak Park? So, like,
No, man,
I'm like, where is he going to high school, dog? Like, who is dude? And where y'all, like, I swear I was asking him, I'm like, bro, he shouldn't even be able to. I'm like, he attacking the same way. I ain't know if he was right-handed or left-handed because he squared off his dribble. I'm like, until he shot the ball, I ain't know how he was finishing. And I'm like, that's rare at that age. Like, he too young. Like, that's how I felt. So I'm knowing whatever happened, kids, if y'all out there listening right now, like he said, the only way you gonna learn, the only way is real. Because when you get that thing where the people be like, you failed, take that. It's okay. Take that.
it's
Chin
okay.
up. Oh, real talk. It's the only way, because that's your mirror. You thought you was that. You didn't make it. Can you deal with it?
Can you deal with it? Can you regroup? Can you be better? Like, that's.
So when you came back, was you the best player?
Oh yeah. No, like, no
That's
question.
insane.
It was same coach and everything.
I didn't play with them the 5th grade year. I went and played with Mean Streets my 5th grade year. Then we would go to we went and played the league finals. That's when they had like the Gulf Coast Blue Chips. Brownie and them were on the Gulf Coast, and then they made it North Coast and put that in Ohio. And then my 6th grade year, I ended up going back with WACG.
So you played with Brownie and them early.
I know I never played with them.
Oh, you played against them.
I played against them. I played against the older group because Brownie was a year younger. He was on the 23. I was 22.
Copy. Okay.
And yeah, so then I played with them my 6th grade year, but it was more so I was in the mindset like, no, like, I'm coming back and I'm here to show you, like, I'm to never be cut again. Like,
that's raw.
You know,
straight
like,
up. It's a statement.
Like, it was more so of a statement. Like, from there until like where we're sitting now, like, I don't ever like forget that feeling. So I'm just always driven by that.
Solid. You got to play with BJ Boston, Zaire Williams. They both went to the NBA. What do you think you learned from their journeys?
Man, I would just I watched them a lot in practice. Like, I was a sophomore, I was like 15. I mean, BJ and Z Will were like, of like the older class, like I got 2 of my favorite players on my team.
Yeah.
Like, you know, so I would just watch like how they conducted themselves. I mean, BJ was on a set regimen. Like, he'll go work out at 6 and then he'll have practice. And then like I'll walk in during like, we'll have like a lab meeting from like 10:15 to like 10:45. He's shooting in the gym. And then he's getting shots up before practice. He would dog everyone in practice and then shoot after. And then like that'd be a day. And then we might get up with each other like back like later in the night. But same thing with Z Will. I mean, he was just such an anomaly because he was 6'9", 6'10". He was playing the point for us sometimes.
Yeah.
Like catching it off the glass, making cross-court passes. I mean, just his vision for his size outside of just his scoring ability made him crazy to me.
Yeah.
So, I mean, just playing with them, seeing the routines, how serious they took the game, like that's what I took the most from them.
Yeah, that kind of everybody needs that. That's why I took that from Melo. Melo was the first person I ever saw. Like, he used to make me come to see his workout, so I would have to go. He'd be like, "Hey, Rook, we gonna get up here at this time," and I gotta go up there, watch him be in the cold tub, and I gotta go up here, watch you sit in the hot tub, and I gotta watch you get cryo, and then, you know what I'm saying, then you getting out there, then you get the he do a quick little whatever, then he go back in there in the training room, they do some quick release stuff with him, then he get out there, shoot, do all that, then he get in the weight room after and do boxing. I'm like, bro,
Like, what you want?
Yeah, what you on with me? Like, what's
3 hours late.
Yeah, like why I'm you know what I'm saying? Like why am I doing this? I just got weights at 10:45. That's it.
Like that's it.
Yeah, I'm finna do weights and I want to play 1-on-1, bro.
Yeah.
But he was letting me see like, gee, I'm in year 8. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I get it. You're young. you jumping up off the wall. I get it. You want to throw the ball off the wall, do 360, whatever. But he like, this is longevity.
Yes.
This is how you do it. This is how you take care of your body. This is how I lock in to score the ball. These are the shots I work on so that you can see when we get in the game and I shoot this. This
Don't
ain't
be
some
surprised.
shit. Yeah, this ain't some shit I pulled out from nowhere. Y'all all know this is my workout. This is I shoot 10 of these. I shoot 15 of these. I shoot 20 of these. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So having somebody like that, did you feel like afterwards you feel like you did the right thing as far as everybody under you and passed the game along?
Yeah, I mean, because then my junior year, having played with them, my senior year, and just them being like the older leaders, going into my junior year just gave me more of that edge to like, all right, y'all think we about to dip off now because they about to leave? Like, let me just show you, like, this is not that,
Real talk. Bring everybody along.
Bring everyone, like, with, I mean, I had a great supporting cast at the time, too. Like, I wasn't just the face of Sierra, you know?
No,
like,
not at all.
I had a great supporting, like, team just with, like, even, like, having Bronny and, like, shit, we had Shy, we had Alpha my junior year.
Yep.
So, like, we had a lot of people that, like, helped bring it together. I think, like, what made us, like, always good, like, I think throughout my high school career was that we, like, all had a common ground for, like, liking each other. Like, we liked each other.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't, like...
We could see it.
It wasn't just, like, on some, like, hooping stuff. I feel like we bonded more off the court than, like, it made hooping, like, hooping was just, like...
But y'all was still
what we
competitive
did.
with each other.
Oh, for sure.
Very
we was ready to
competitive.
fight every practice.
That's what I'm saying. Really competitive with each other. But that's, like you said, when you, like, I like this guy off the court, so it's like I can challenge him.
Yes.
I can yell at him. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can compete, and he's not going to hate me. Like, we're going to laugh and dance after this.
Yeah, laugh and dance. Exactly what we did.
As soon as the horn go off, it's like, yeah, I get it. It's like, dog, we not doing that. And I think that's something that all guys get to appreciate. I always had older guys ahead of me I could do that with. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got to play Rasheed, J Kidd, Braun, Swish.
Dope career, man. Like,
It was just cool to be like, all of them. Like, I don't think I ever got put in a position where I was with a vet that, like, just didn't give me nothing. Like, that didn't, like, you know what I'm saying? But I've heard of some vets that just sort of they run their own race. Like, they don't really know how to, like, share the information, but it's big when people share it. You compete, you make people. I'm glad that you said you more vocal, because that's gonna help, dog. Trust me. In that league, man, a quiet man is a selfish man. Remember, I told you that. That's one of the best.
Who told you that?
It's one of the best quotes.
Somebody told you that. Who told you that?
Who told me that? I honestly can't remember where the quote came from. But see why? A quiet man is a selfish man, son. He's a selfish man. Quiet man, a selfish man. You saw him come in with a gun. You ain't tell the bank. You ain't tell nobody. You let us all get killed. Quiet man, a selfish man. It's a selfish man. You could whisper it. You could yell it. You could get everybody to look. But you just go act like you don't see it. Now we all get robbed and we all get shot if we bust a move.
What the fuck did you do? The way
He just said it was somebody didn't do something on the coverage. I saw it. And I could have yelled and corrected it, did anything, and I just sort of let it happen and gave up on the play because I was tired. And he went in on me, and I just couldn't get it out of my head. But that's a great quote because somebody that you know, as you go through this shit, like, you gonna have coaches that just give you jewels, bro. Like, I'm sure you got y'all. What coaches? If you got any coach that give me a jewel. Give me a jewel right now. That's a coach gave you, because they do it in little quotes. It's just like a movie. I swear to God, it's just like a movie. When a coach,
just like a movie.
when a coach give you that good one, man. Like when Coach Al used to be like, "If it is to be, it's up to me," and that cut off all your excuses. Now your excuses is gone. You're like, man, but he ain't. But if it is to be, it's up to me. So what have you should have done?
Right.
All right. So you knew he was gonna mess up, but you didn't take your athletic ass over there and smack it off the glass. That's your fault.
Right.
Oh, and CY is Charleston Young, everybody, for all our listeners. Charleston Young, man, coached me at Georgia Tech. Yeah, coached me at Georgia Tech. Did a little bit of time over there at Florida State. I can't think of who he's with currently. Yeah, everybody gets moved around so much. Yeah, but shout out to him, Charleston. That stuck with me the whole time. How would you describe your freshman year at UCLA?
Man, it was amazing. Really
Stop cheesing, man. Why you always
It's because of that tournament. It was that tournament week.
Tell me what's going on, man.
Man, there were plenty of ups and downs throughout the season, but really just I just got to grow up in college, you know?
Yeah.
Like, it was a lot of growing up, figuring out how to come in and play with 4 upperclassmen.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the whole team, a lot of the team was upperclassmen before, like, contributing main upperclassmen that, like, have been here and know how to win, and then figuring out, like, how to just be me and play my game all throughout that. I feel like we just figured it out more and more, like, throughout the year. And I feel like it showed in tournament time.
Word. What was it like doing the Sweet 16?
Man. Bro, I don't know. It felt like you were in a movie, bro. Like, it felt like you're in a movie. Like, I don't know. Like,
what movie?
Man.
Oh, bro. Don't say, because if you say that, people be thinking we just cheap.
No.
Like,
Respectable. Yeah, the respectable part.
It make me feel like Dick Vitale was fake.
I think of it like more so like on like
when I saw him, that's what I thought.
Okay.
I think of it more like the Truman Show. Like
damn, like it ain't even up to you. Like it ain't even up to you to. Isn't that the one where he thought he was living a life and he was doing the same thing every day?
Yeah.
You feel like it's just not even up to you. It's up to the basketball guys in college.
Nah, I feel like it was more so like, damn, this is my life. Like, like
outside looking
in. Like outside looking in, like, damn, I'm actually playing in the tournament now, and like I get to experience this with the guys. Like, it was something that you dream of, but like, you dream of something, and like even with Truman would have plenty of dreams. Like he wanted to go, I forget where he wanted to go. He wanted to go across the country, but like he didn't know that he was on a set. The same thing like with here, like as a shorty, like, I'm like, well, I want to be in the tournament. Like this is like something that I would like. I've always dreamed of doing it, but this is actually like my reality. Like being a conscious creator of your reality. Like, you know, like,
again.
Right, conscious creator of your reality.
There you go, man. You gotta get the spoken word finger when you say something like that, man. Because when they do it, I'm gonna chop it up. I'm gonna chop it up on the reels. You know what I'm saying? Use your audio. It's gonna be my video, but it's gonna be your audio. But I'll post your original video.
He didn't like it. He was like, man,
hey, I'm gonna post his original video, so the audio up there. So the audio up there. It's his bars, y'all. But it's gonna be me getting out of a car, real slow mo. You see what I'm saying?
Real some players.
Oh, bro, taking my shades off or something. How you feel like your opportunities evolved on the court over the course of the season?
Really just gaining that trust. One thing at UCLA, you weren't gonna get any type of leash or rope if you didn't play D. Yeah, you gotta lock up to even stay on the court, and then offensively, you really just let us rock. I mean, we had some set plays, but for the most part, it was something that we had to figure out amongst the guys. It wasn't like a thing where coach is like, all right, well, like obviously we had High Man Tiger, and those are like the two that like the ball is gonna be in their hands. Right. You know, like you just got to know that. But how do you get off like as a third or fourth option? You know what I'm saying? And that's what like I embrace figuring it out, and it just fits more. And so like my reality going into the next level, I mean, whatever team I go to, there's probably 2 stars that are solidified that are like max contract players, and how are you going to come in and just make impact to winning? That's you know, and that's like what I learned in this year of like college. While I wasn't a professional athlete, so it was like the greatest time for me because I'm still in college. I'm still
real talk. Time to learn.
Yeah, time to learn. So like
real talk.
That was really that.
It's important. A lot of players don't figure that out. Yeah, like for real. You'd be surprised. A lot of players don't you know, they
ever
don't figure it out. Yeah. Can be around actual talent too. Like can be around some good vets.
Trust me, that was one of my biggest struggles playing in the pros was, bro, how do I basically become a specialist at the moment? Like,
right.
It's like, how do I break
what
myself?
Got you here.
Yeah, it's like I'm working all summer to play my position, get better at my position, and then this year I'm playing a different position, and I don't really know. I'm figuring it out like on this level, and then
on the fly.
Yeah, it's like your scoring option. You like, oh, now okay, but you like to score. Like I score, I like, but you. So I'm in your way. Okay, so all right, so
I'll move.
But I'm doing school. You got it. But it's like, how do I fit in? How do I not look thirsty to y'all? How do I?
Yeah.
How does our game
Gel?
Yeah, like because you start to feel for each other. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I know that feeling of coming into something and just being like, I don't get it, because I was one of them guys. He'll tell you, I used to be on the phone with him like, man, you can't do that though. Melo gonna be sick, man. You know what I'm saying? He gonna be sick. Now Stat gonna be mad. You know what I mean? I'm like, bro, he just like calm down, like still it and just go dunk, like still it. Like people used to be like, yo, you like to play defense? Hell no, I don't like playing defense. They ain't got enough basketballs over here, so I'm a rob dude at half court, so I don't have to deal with nobody asking me for the ball. Like, you get what I'm saying? But it becomes, I think that it's like you said, like fitting in through defense.
Yes.
It's like the easiest thing ever to do.
Oh, easy.
Because it's all effort.
It's all effort, focus, and toughness.
Real talk. And you go get to do all the stuff you wanted to do in the layup line, get it off.
Get it off.
Once you get on the break, like get that off.
I mean, because it's just like if you locking up, I mean, just take offense out. Like if you locking up, there's a spot for you on the floor. And I feel like, I mean, just today's game, you got to be able to shoot or like be super athletic to even be on the court offensively. So
very skilled.
Just use that on defense.
Straight up, you got to be very skilled. Whew, and we got to touch these playoffs. We gonna get there.
Oh yeah. Speaking of skill, how do you feel about the NIL deals, and how do you think they changed the landscape for college basketball athletes?
I feel like it changed the game a lot.
Lucky motherfuckers.
Yeah, right. Woo. That's another
hey, man,
first.
Give it up for applause for the NIL thing. What y'all got
NIL
going on,
thing.
Man? God, boy, I wish I could have got a year.
Yeah, like that's
boy, I
crazy.
wish I could have got a hit on that. That's all right right there, boy. Hey, because college used to be tough, boy. They eating that cafeteria food every day. No, but yeah, go on, touch on it, man. How does that improve
man,
life?
how was your experience?
Oh, no, without it, it's like
compare and contrast.
Picture this, picture you in college, and you still come with everything that people expect from you as far as, man, we want him to be charismatic, we want him to be all this, still go to class, do all this, be in the lunchroom after you just dropped 30, like, while everybody just it's a lot all the time. And it's like, and I'm broke. Like, that's it. Like, I'm broke. I'm broke. Yeah, I'm broke. I can't. Hey man, pull up to. Yeah, who car got gas? Who got gas? Where's that? How that's free?
How we getting back?
Yeah, where all these boosters, y'all so much love. Y'all ain't got a free gas station for kids on the campus.
A free gas station?
I'm just saying, the Stinger.
That's crazy. A free gas station.
Stinger like to take breaks. It's like a 17 minutes for a Stinger. It's like I'm late and the coach is checking classes. I'm like, bro, it's all type of pressure out here. And they just out here NIL deal, pull up in a nice little thing. You know what I'm saying? Like it would have made it comfortable for us though, because it's like for the longest they were fighting for us to be able to do that, because they're like, dog, these are quote unquote kids, but they're making you money. Like that was their big thing. Like, you know, they're not a professional athlete. And it's like, nah, dog. Like they're bringing in money for the school.
Right.
Everybody want to come buy a ticket to the game. Everybody still buying jerseys. They want to buy shirts. Pay the kids some money. Like, I'm happy y'all got it. You know what I'm saying? I'm hating a little bit too.
Jealous.
Yeah, I'm a little hate. Little hate. But what's that like though? What is that? He said, that makes sense. I would hate me too.
Not even.
I would hate me too.
That was fucked up.
I'm me. Yeah, I'm me though.
It's more so in a sense, like, I'd be like, shit, if I'd be on the outside looking in, if you were me, like, I would be like,
if you were me. See, if you was me.
No, I'm saying, like, having, like, been, like in an era where there's no NIL space, then I'd be like, damn, like, that sure would have been
real
nice
talk.
because I would have been doing the same, like doing my own thing.
It's a frustration. Like there's a frustration that comes. It's like you feel like
why did it have to get into what 2021? It took.
I'm just happy that
I'm happy it did. Like I'm grateful. Like
straight up.
I'm forever
but it's like that should have been happened.
That's what I'm saying. Like it should have been happened. I mean, like we've had so many pioneers throughout college where it should have been NIL. Like,
what if Allen Iverson got a part?
I don't even want to think about that. That's what I'm saying. I feel like
you know what I'm saying. Like guys that paved the way in college. You know what I'm saying? Like,
ooh, if the Fab Five had NIL,
let alone NIL. What if we had the internet? If we had the internet,
if it was Instagrams,
yeah, like that's what I said. It would have been way different.
Instagrams. If we was Instagramming the Black Sox, oh man, I ain't even like Michigan like that because I ain't get to watch them. You know what I'm saying? Like they wasn't my favorite. I knew who the players was when they was in the league, but I didn't know about the Fab Five being like that till later on in life when they start talking about it. I was like, bro.
Yeah, we also won from there. So
yeah, I'm like, and we ain't fucking with Michigan. Like,
but no, that's different.
but I don't know. But when I think about it now, I'm like, if I would have been a little kid, I'd have been like, man, them Michigan jerseys raw as hell, bro. What's going on? They got black. You see, he wore the black socks. Oh shit. I'm like, you see, he wore the black socks with the they was doing everything they wanted to do, pulling up in trucks I know they ain't pay for.
Long shorts and all.
They was doing everything.
Is that what it feels like? Does it feel like you're getting away with something?
Yeah, they the Fab Five.
Nah, because they made it legal. Like I don't feel
right, but it don't feel like. But I'm saying it don't feel like a little bit uncomfortable just because you know nobody dealt with this. It used to be illegal,
or you don't even care. Y'all so young, you don't feel it.
Nah, like,
you don't remember the pressures.
I really like. Well, I can't even sit here and say that I'll be able to feel like the magnitude of it. You know, like, I feel like
it's crazy. No, we asking because we shocked that you don't remember what we talking. Bro, we used to be nervous. Like everybody was nervous to lose their eligibility. Like. But people came at me with stuff every once in a while. No way. That pair of shoes ain't worth this. No way. Pair of shoes, get in trouble, can't play. Ain't no way. Ain't no way I did all this for nothing. What did Zell say? I'm leaving here with something. Shorty. I'm leaving here with something.
It just seemed like second nature though.
Yeah,
that's why
it's how seamless you.
Yeah.
It's how seamless y'all doing.
That's exactly what that is. Like
no, it seemed like there's no like back then. It was like a middleman that had to be involved, but he had to be silent. Like you couldn't know who it was.
I promise y'all I ain't take no money. I'm not sure why my brother.
So you just implicated him. You just implicated yourself. I wasn't even talking about you.
It's just the way you did it. Just right after I said what I said, it sounded like you sitting in the middle, bro. Like
you explaining the whole operation.
I'm not.
You just explained the whole thing.
I'm saying what I'm saying. You sitting in the middle talking about so it gotta be a middleman. It gotta be a middleman.
I didn't name him. I didn't name him. I didn't give examples. I didn't say none of that. You implicated yourself.
I implicated
you implicated yourself.
I'm
in the court of law, sir, you lose.
I'm still watching the playoffs tonight. I don't give a fuck about nothing.
He can't defend nobody. Yeah.
Hey man, if you not tuning in to Iman Amongst Men, that's my big head ass brother Ari. What was some of the biggest factors of your decision to say, you know what, it's time to go pro?
Really just being like young in this process and like looking back at how much I improved throughout the season. It just gave me more to look forward to, and I really just I feel like I belong like being a professional like basketball player. So that's where I wasn't 1 foot in, 1 foot out. I didn't really care what anyone had to say about what it is that they think that I need to do for me when only I know what I need to do. So that and just like continuing to get better. And then, I was just like, I might as well just go ahead and like do that.
Is there any thought on, like, I know one of my biggest factors, right, was me feeling like, all right, I got hold of this college game.
Yes, and that
like 15 is like I could do 15-6 and secure a win, and I'm good. Like I know when I could come out the game, I felt like the times that I got in the game, and I'm like, I can get mine. I could really get to whatever numbers and know in my head we're gonna win before the 8-minute mark. Like when I wasn't nervous no more, when it's 3 minutes on the clock, I'm already knowing when the TV timeout and everything coming. Right. Like once I got that comfortable, I'm like, yeah, it's time. I could take the next challenge now. But I remember after my freshman year, I felt like some shit, like that's why I say the SpongeBob. Like I felt like it was still like, whoa, like, whoa. Sometimes I ain't know what the fuck just happened. Like the game just went fast and I was overly geeked and I was like, nah, I'm still like a little kid to tell you the truth. In my mind, that's how I felt. Like I felt like, who was the left-hand boy for Boston College that pissed Tyrese Rice? Ooh, pissed me off. But he just made me feel like a little kid. I'm like, at the end of the game, keeping the ball away, knowing if I reach, I got to reach over something, take a foul, go shoot the free throws. Like,
bro, he was smart.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you playing against guys and you just like, dang, if I can't deal with these guys,
I'm going to deal with,
So it was like, once I felt like nobody could do weird stuff like that or just take advantage of me, like doing the Michael Jordan or Mark Price where they just palming the ball, playing around. Like, once I felt like everybody dealt with my threat and then teams had the game plan for me, I'm like, yeah, now I could take this next step. Like, that's crazy. Like to me, it sounded like you never felt like this ain't the challenge. It's like I belong.
Right. Nah, I really like.
Is it that you like see yourself on the team? No, it ain't even about the trust.
Yeah, nah.
Erase that feeling that you got to tell us that, dog. We all sick in the head over here. Like I'm sick in the head too. Like when you feel like you belong, is it like you see it already? Like, man, I should be playing for that team. I could help them. Like, is that the belong feeling, or is just like I'm ready for that war with the pros?
Yeah, really, just more so I'm ready for that war with the pros.
Yeah.
Like having played against pros since I was a shorty, like, and I feel like I didn't put all this work in to respectfully just like play it in college. Like you said, what you said like hit on the head of like how I was feeling. I couldn't really describe it. Where once you started to figure out, all right, the TV timeout is like around the 16-minute mark, and then another one around 8, and then another one around 4. Like once I'm starting to figure out like the game plan and how I'm being played, and then got into March, and then I kind of had a game plan as like a second or like a primary like player, and like that was when I'm like, okay.
You like, I understand. Like, I'm coming off the ball screen. Like, I ain't coming off the ball screen super hard this time. I'm just okay, y'all showing.
Yeah.
They showing on me. Get back.
Yeah.
Like, it get like that where you start being like, all right, I see what y'all doing. Hey, coach. Yeah. Hey, when he do that, flip my screen. Trust me. Flip my screen. And it's like you start building that relationship with your coach. You like, yeah, he gone. The coach kind of already know. The coach started realizing like, yeah, he's starting to develop past, like, he already got my scheme.
That was going to be my next question. Like, did any of your coaches see it? Like,
they kind of knew.
Especially right after the tournament. Did they know what was going on, what was about to happen? As far as you
just because of your
declaring.
Game. Yeah, just because of your game.
I would say one of my coaches, but I didn't really talk to them about it more so. But I had one coach that came from Spain, and he would just talk to me about the European game all the time. Like, just like, yo, bro, like if you do this in EuroLeague, like, bro, like you can make yourself a lot of money. So like if you just keep doing what you're doing in the league and just staying aggressive, like playing with like half a second in your head, like to make a decision, and not exerting so many dribbles to get to where you want to go.
Yes. Efficiency.
Yeah, just being efficient, bro. I feel like that's like a true professional, you know? And like that was my whole thing on the year. Like if I could be efficient, that'll be my determining factor on whether or not I stay or leave.
Fire.
You know?
Fire.
If I come in and I'm shooting 30% and 30% from the field goal and 34 from 3, that's not good. Like I feel like if, you know, like don't get me wrong, numbers are cool, but I feel like the efficiency and like what you do,
real talk,
like with your time is I feel like what holds weight.
Real talk. They all trust me on that. Giving you a preview at some point, it literally becomes numbers in a meeting. You know what I'm saying? And I hate to say it like that, but that's the reality of it. So to prepare the way you're preparing, you doing it the right way. Like, you know what I'm saying? Even knowing that your coach giving you stuff like that, like feeding you what you could do over there, because basketball is so widespread now. We used to look at the European game like that's if you don't make it game.
Right.
Right? Now we looking at the European game like, study this Euro shit.
Yes.
Study this. How you see that angle he taking, and you see it's crazy.
A lot to learn,
you remember how we used to be about that Euro. We wasn't rocking with it because our father used to be like, no, like we not doing that. That's not.
Well, shit. Until you got to like high school, people really wasn't doing it. Like it wasn't a move. It wasn't a thing. Like motherfuckers wasn't just trying it out on you. Like you didn't do it. So once it happened, it was like a whole wave, and there was hella people who didn't like it.
Yeah, but it's like there's a Euro step. There's
the 3-point shot. Period.
The 3-pointer. The left hand on the right side.
The spacing, floaters,
straight up.
Floaters.
Removing the ball screen and making it to where it's just flares everywhere.
Flares, dribble drives, hammer screens.
It's like they run a system, and they've been running it since they was in 8th grade.
It's wild.
And they all played together growing up on a club team.
That's where it's wild though, because that was within only like 10-15 year period where all that shit changed. Like where people actually use it and practice it now. Like people now practice,
but that's because there's so many videos now. All we had was better basketball, and he wasn't that cool. Like he just wasn't cool.
I remember better basketball.
Yeah, he used to be out there shooting and showing us the form, and he wasn't missing. But it's like
it was good.
It ain't nobody guarding you, shorty.
It was just
like we don't care.
They didn't have the tools either, because remember he was like, it was only like him and 2 other people doing it at the time.
Whether it was tools or not,
but they didn't know. No, but I'm saying they didn't know
on the street.
But they didn't know how useful that would be. I'm sure now if he was to do it, he'd be like, yeah, change all this shit up. But back then,
sure. I'm just saying, you gotta be able to hoop if you got somebody guard you.
I'm sure he busted a few asses at a few gyms. I'm sure. I'm sure he went to a few YMCAs and laced them up. But
I think that's where the blend of the game is coming from.
Oh yeah,
just Instagram. It's a quick reel, and now you learn how to. You could.
Everything.
That's really what it is.
They'll even do the one where you'll see the ones where it's like a drill. They do a couple dribbles, and then they be like X, like that's why they put a red X through it.
And then they check after.
Yeah.
You know, like dog, like they got all of that stuff. So the tools, it's just raw to hear him. He taking advantage of everything.
Mm-hmm.
Like it don't look like how we looking at it. We like, dang, like what's it like? Are they like so happy that they have this? They like, nah, these like books.
Yeah, it was just wild for us because it just wasn't accessible. Remember the better basketball, you had to have a tape. Yeah. So it was like you couldn't just go get hop on YouTube and shit. Yeah, I mean it was funny, but at the same time it was like which fundamentals you getting out of it.
You only laugh because we didn't have the shit.
No, it was funny. That shit was funny. Come on, he knows it was funny. Dude looked funny. Like the outfits was funny. Didn't he have his own shoes too? I think he had his own shoes.
He better not have.
Oh yeah, they had. Yeah, it was a whole. That's what I'm saying. It was a whole thing.
Man, current NBA players favorites.
Yeah.
I know. Look, he looked at me like, man, they competition now. Just give me your. I know you got a handful of guys that's like.
I'm trying to think.
No, here, retailor the question. Just ask him who would he want to play against in the league.
There you go.
Yeah.
Who you want to match up with in the league? That you feel like for the fans, it's gonna be a good matchup.
Yeah.
I'm gonna play Ja.
Ja, yeah.
I'm gonna play Ja. I
mean, you definitely gonna have to see Ja.
I mean, just with him being like a young face of the league, I mean, I don't know who wouldn't want to play against a player like him.
You know who I want to see you play?
Who?
Murray. Jamal Murray.
Jamal Murray? That's a bad man too.
But it's I haven't seen anybody, just I need to see it first.
Right.
I gotta see it. Like I need somebody that go out there that's not nervous and not laying on ball screens, that's really like
trying to fight over and see what's up.
And then when they get it and he's guarding them, now you got to deal with the favor.
Yeah.
Like I want to see him deal with a game of that. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like a lot of times I see him and I'm like, bro, the way he do people on these ball screens, the way he was snaking last night, going in and out. I'm just like, bro, it's a hard night.
That's how you get to them 50 balls. That's how you get to them 50 balls.
How do you think you're gonna prepare for like is conditioning at the top of your list as far as going into this league?
Just conditioning and finding my routine to just keep my body in tip-top shape, and just getting stronger. I mean, that comes with time, but
for sure.
Yeah, just really like getting my recovery right. I think that's like been a constant from every every player that's like been in the league, like it's like, how do you train and prepare your body to be ready to go out there and play? Like, you know, it's like products on the shelf. You don't just put like all this BS in it and then try to sell it and think it's gonna
Straight up.
You know, like,
Has that been difficult for you? I know for him, that was a
What?
Remember, you shit from high school.
Oh, when I was cramping up?
Yeah, it was just like
that was tough.
yeah, he just couldn't. He couldn't stay right. I don't know what it was.
They changed my whole diet.
He was
I used to
drinking
load up on too much
Pedialyte and shit like that.
I loaded up on too much fried foods. I think it was like just years of just bad decisions. You know what I'm saying? Years of bad decisions, and they had to like reset my diet.
Yeah, is that something you got to like adjust to? Like you said, you talked about changing your plan and all of that.
Yeah, I would just say finding a sleep schedule. I've always like loved like getting massages and like not more so stretching, but like cold tubs, like getting into that more
self-care lane.
You a cold tub guy?
Cold tub.
Good to see you, my dog. Big time cold tub guy. Big time cold tub guy. Love that.
Cold tub and like the sauna. Just going out in there and like meditating.
Yeah.
Like
I fall asleep better when I meditate.
Yeah. Real talk. Just
Fall
be
asleep
still.
way better.
Yeah.
But I gotta like consciously say I'm meditating because it don't work. For some reason, it don't work when I just lay down and try and close my eyes.
No.
I gotta do the whole thing like and then lay back.
Well, like cross your legs and shit.
Yeah, close. Like how? Yeah, just sit up, good
like,
posture, like.
Oh, okay.
So you could breathe. The breathing. I got to do the exercises. Talk to myself a little bit, like.
Okay.
Like be still.
Yeah,
like,
something about
He
it.
said,
Yeah.
"Be still."
I don't know what it is. It's something
They
about
gonna think he talking to a dog. They be like, no, he giving himself directions.
National holiday.
Go on, yeah. We know what that is.
National holiday, man. So what's the best piece of advice about the next step that you think you got from anybody? That could be from mom, coach, former players.
I don't know. I feel like more so that like you're basically like looked at as like I don't know if it was like an asset or like a liability, like depending on like once you get into the league, like your production is like what's gonna keep you like your production is what's gonna keep you around, and just like the circles and knowing like you're being watched at all times. That's a big one.
Real talk.
That like for me, like even with like the private investigators and
Straight up
stuff like that, knowing that you're being watched as a third eye in the sky, and really just like have your core people, have your group, and just try to like get better like around good vets. But then there gonna be vets sometimes that might want you to go do some BS and then go report, be like, yeah, so young fella was X, Y, and Z, you know?
Yeah.
So I mean,
it's all for playing time.
yeah, all for playing time. You gotta find your crowd and then just stick with them and just try to get better.
If I could prep you, I don't know how many people still do that. Like even the rookie duties got lessened. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they lessened it a whole lot.
No more hazing.
Yeah, just the hazing that used to go on. They used to like I watched it as I was going through the league. I watched it get less and less to the point where I'm like looking like, man, nah, they gotta do something. Nah, I had to get all green Skittles. That's crazy. Come on, like
At least something.
yeah, give me something that make them annoyed. Like at least a little bit of something. But you know, I think that like they told you, bro, like as you go into this, your productivity from your stats. The reason why they told you about the private investigators and everything is like think about it like this. If you were $100 million man that was just a businessman and you gonna pay you a big whop of money, it's like I need to make sure that you're a good guy. Yeah. It's not because there's times that I was given that too as a kid, and I was just like, "What?
Nah.
Damn, you gonna follow me?
Why you worry? Yeah, why you worry about me?
Yeah,
Worry about me? I'm show up on time to the game. You worry about me? But it's like, nah, they want to make sure. Like, I'm gonna protect my investment. Like, make sure you're not a knucklehead. Make sure you're not into nothing. Luckily for them, you gonna be straight, man. You gonna be good.
Well,
like,
I mean,
Mom,
he knows now.
Yeah. Mom Deuce got him saying so much clear that this clear delivery on
gave
these
him a
response.
script.
Listen here. No, it ain't even no script.
No
it's just
script off the top.
real
man.
talk. That ain't even no script. I tell you, I know media training. I know the difference. You know what I'm saying? I know the difference. There's a media trainer and then there's just experience and just grounded. Like he just grounded. I'll tell you who's media trained. I don't do politically. Could tell. I don't like politically correct.
No, I don't either. I'm not good with that.
Pure, I don't think
pure.
Iman amongst men listeners, I don't think they like politically correct either. They don't really. Nah. I think our guests do a pretty good job at like relaxing.
And if you do like it, just log off.
Yes, it's cool. It's cool. This ain't for you, man. Yeah. This ain't. How you feeling about the draft though? The process and what's going on?
I feel great about it. I mean, this is all really like the process is new to me. I mean, I'm just keeping the main thing. There's a lot of moving parts. Mm-hmm. I mean, like, what would you say is like your biggest transition? I mean, going from college to then like your pre-draft process and like how like
when I said I was going pro, they put something in the media saying I was making a mistake. Like I can't leave after the season win-loss column we had, and if I was gonna leave, I should have left the year before. My stock it was just a bunch of stuff. So right. I hired an agent because I took it away, and after I hired my agent, I was in Atlanta and I just did workouts. I probably did 8 hours a day, just focused on like physical basketball stuff. Like I was like waking up in the morning and we go in there for like ball handling. They do ball handling, but they be like smacking my arm the whole time. And it's like, all right, that's just ball handling. Chill. Now I'll wait a couple hours. Like now we're shooting. Chill. Right. Now tonight you're gonna go full court because it's conditioning. Everything's full court. Finishing. Tuesday we'll get to shooting. Like Tuesday you'll get shots up. But it was like I felt that was my biggest robot time pre-draft. Yeah. I did all my workouts with people, with teams. I let it all out. Overly passionate, but it showed well. Everything in the pre-draft is about who you are, like what you're gonna show well. Like I'm not trying to make you feel like you got any pressure going. Just be who you are and get lost in that moment. Like these moments are the ones to get lost in. Like you got the tournament, the NCAA tourney, you got your high school playoffs. Like there's moments that you know you just supposed to lose yourself in.
Right.
The pre-draft is not. I kind of thought it was tryouts when I first got there until I got part of it, like the combine and everything. It's like, no, this ain't no tryout. Y'all want to know what's going on with me. Y'all want to know who I am. Yeah, like really show. And having that mindset, I feel like was the best for my, you know what I'm saying? For my turnout, it was because I went into it and was just like, oh, y'all though, this ain't no like, you know we all that good.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, no, you know we all that good. You trying to see which one you want.
Right.
Who could help the team next year. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So at that point, I say be yourself because you never want to put yourself in a position where you like trying to appease something. You ain't finna be out here trying to make everybody happy.
Yeah, no, ain't even me. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They'll put you wherever you get put, and wherever you get put, never feel like, oh, I should have went higher just on numbers. Always look at it like, what situation did I just get in?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's all the fuck that matters in league. Situation, opportunity, boom. Where I'm at, how do I help this team? How do I grow in this role? How do I be a problem solver? Never complain. Never complain when you do that. You gonna have fun in the draft process though. Same way you've been lighting up. You've been lighting up ever since we started talking about it. What do you want your legacy to be when it's all said and done as far as your basketball career? What does your legacy say?
I mean, it's not really anything accolade based. I feel like it's more so like anyone that's just watching knows, like you can do it too. Like, and just by being purely you, like not trying to categorize yourself, not trying to like fit into like how people want you to be, just being you and knowing that like whatever route it takes for your journey, like you're gonna be all right type. Like, and I want to do that through basketball.
Solid.
You know, so like that, like that's really it. You know,
I feel it. You talking about okay.
That's a decent answer.
I'm saying you just away from the what you call. That's what I'm saying. You talking about okay.
Okay. Because I didn't want to cut him off. Everything I do is a problem. Everything I do is a problem.
I'm giving you a voiceover.
Why do you need to give me a voiceover? I got my own mic. You just told me. See?
All right, man. It's my little brother. It's cool.
Nah, older. But we like to ask all of our guests, what are you improving on personally? In your personal life, what are you improving on?
Personal life. Man.
What's so funny?
There's a lot, man. Probably just being more organized. That's I feel like that's gonna be a big one, especially. I mean, going into the next step, I feel like if I'm not organized, shit can go left or right real quick. So, you know, being organized, yeah, that's
organized in what way?
Organized in the sense like not having my head in so many different places and then being like present, doing something, like presently doing something and then not knowing the rest of what's going on. Like having like I know how to be on the fly. It's kind of been like that my whole life, but in a sense like it's like
just structured,
on autopilot, you know, like having my schedule on autopilot and just sticking to that.
So you kind of want to just organize it into a not a routine, but
no, kind of like a routine.
You know what I'm saying?
Right?
Like,
Yeah, but like I get what you're saying though. Like it's not like
I don't want to say routine.
Yeah,
more of a structure.
Structure.
Yeah. Yes.
A structure that you like.
Yeah, like figuring out just like what works for me. Like that's what I've just been doing.
Word.
Yeah.
Word. I'm excited for it. It's gonna be funny, man. When you 4-5 years in the league, man, I pull up on you at the light, and then we go.
He gonna say whether you was right or wrong.
No, we gonna go have lunch, man. I want to hear this man routine. I mean, well, his structure. I want to be like, yeah, man. I'm on the keto diet. Hey, what you mean, bro?
No gluten, no salt, no sugar, no taste.
I ain't drink a pop it. I don't know how long. You hear me? You hear me? I ain't vegan though.
Not vegan.
I'm not vegan yet though. No, not there yet. Not yet. Not yet.
He will.
Before we let you go, anything else you want to promote?
I would say,
all right, you got NIL. You better get your stuff and get your shit off.
Man, I was just about to say, air, land, and ocean. It's it's a way of life, not just a brand. So, I'll say that just like just look into it, like more so like meditation and like mindful movement. I would say that. And then I have some underwear out that I just like brought to y'all.
Oh, I got some draws.
Yeah, that's right to the side.
It's draws.
Niggas need draws.
Need draws.
I didn't know.
Yeah.
We got like some
multiple.
What they briefs or they like boxes?
I don't know. It's like more like I don't know.
He said, I don't know. Oh, Ethica.
Yeah.
The brief.
The
brief. We got larges.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
This is mine.
He said this is
they brought you a bag.
I got my own bag.
Bag right behind
Hey, boy, he was a good brother. Boy, he might be the first one that came and brought the gifts all on camera, man. Give me some applause for that right there. Give me a gift on camera. Got me some draws. Got us some draws.
Yeah, man. Appreciate that.
I appreciate y'all.
Oh,
man.
bro, dog, that's raw as hell.
Yeah, I didn't know they was here until
Shorty
about
come
15
fresh
minutes
out of
ago.
college giving us free shit. That's raw as hell, bro.
See?
You don't understand how broke I was coming out of college, wasn't buying you shit. I couldn't even take you for lunch. It was a lockout. They said my name and it was a lockout.
Yeah, it was a lockout.
I was still broke.
Yeah.
Oh.
It was a lockout.
Look, all the top picks went and got loans, and y'all forbid my people forbid me of that shit. They was like, you better not take that shit. You been broke 21 years. Shut your ass up.
You don't have to worry about that.
Oh, bro, man, what you doing? But it was smart though. I didn't take a loan, and that was way better for me. I stayed on a small budget. I just wore a lot of white tees.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I just.
You don't even have to
No,
worry
but
about
the
that.
white tees is where it's at.
That's where it's at.
No, like that's really where it's at. Like you can have no matter how much money I make, look, you will see clean packs of white tees, Fazos. It's never gonna stop.
Oh
He said it's
man,
never
let them know where they can follow you, man. Give me a handle. It's 2023.
You can follow me at Amari on Instagram. Don't have TikTok, that's in the works. Don't have Twitter, so you don't gotta worry about me posting nothing like crazy or having to dig back up in a couple years. So, yeah.
You deleted it or you never had it?
No, I never had one.
For that reason.
You're
for
good.
that reason.
Yeah.
Well, Bob does it again, bro.
Right,
I don't know how you don't know where you made this.
He's
boy.
like,
You
can
made
I?
a little- yeah, you made a little avatar out here, man. The boy ain't real. Look, we all had Twitter. My Twitter used to get me in trouble so much, dog. I got in trouble in college so much for my Twitter, dog.
Well,
yeah, I was a bad kid, man.
See, that's why you shouldn't have had
Get
it. That's
into
why they
Georgia
shouldn't have had
Tech
it.
parking people. I was doing all type of dumb shit. It was just dumb, bro. It was just you just be bored. And that's why I don't get mad at trolls no more. Because I used to be a bored college kid.
Well, it's
to
different.
at people.
Again, it's different now, though. Like, it's different now.
Twitter. Yeah. As always, man, thank you for rocking with us on Iman Amongst Men. I am Iman Shumpert.
And I'm Ari Shumpert.
Give it up one more time for our guest, Amari Bailey. My boy brought gifts. Brought gifts on the holiday.